Welcome to these video lessons in partnership accounts. We shall be talking about everything that relates to partnership business in this video package. So the video will be coming section by section, lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4, and so on and so forth, until all the topics we have in mind in this topic, in this course, is fully covered. We shall be looking at all these topics one after the other. We have the general introduction. We're going to introduce partnership in general form. Then we're going to talk about admission of a new partner. We shall talk about dissolution of a partnership business. And when a partnership can no longer continue, when they want to dissolve. Then we're going to talk about final account of partnership. Final account of partnership. That's the trading profit or loss for a partnership business, or how to prepare the relevant account involved. Then we talk about amalgamation of partnership. Amalgamation of partnership, that is when two partnership put their resources together to become one. Let's say you have partnership A and B. They will have partnership C and D. So where A and B, they are the partners for partnership A, and C and D is the partners for partnership B. So after amalgamation means bringing together, becoming one. So there will now be 4 partners. If there are two partners in each, when they amalgamate, they become 4 partners, and they will turn into one business called a partnership 2. They will have to talk about conversion of partnership. Here we'll be talking about absorption. We're going to learn how to convert a partnership business to company. Then, when a bigger partnership is trying to buy off a smaller partnership, when a partnership is not going concern or bankrupted, a partnership that is going concern can absorb the one that is not going concern. That's when a partnership is trying to die off, another partnership can just wake it up by buying it out outrightly. So that is what we are going to be looking at there. Then we'll talk about piecemeal distribution or realization. So these are the topics we shall be looking at one after the other. This lecture is on partnership and nothing but partnership by C-Tutors. General introduction. Now, in this general introduction, we want to know the meaning of partnership. What does partnership mean? Partnership is a business run by 2 or more persons. But you should know that in partnership, the maximum number of persons you can see in partnership is 20, and the minimum is 2. So we're talking about 2 to 20 persons who put their resources together to exploit a particular business. That particular business is called partnership. So partnership is where 2 or more persons put their resources together to exploit a particular business with the main aim of making profit. So that is what we call partnership. It's a business run by 2 persons, but the maximum should be 20, and their main aim should be to make profit. And when they make profit, there is every tendency for continuity. Then going concern concept comes into the partnership. Now, there are 2 items I want to present to you right now. Whenever you are working or dealing with partnership accounts, always have these 2 items in mind. Remember that in accounting, there's what we call the business entity concept. Business entity concept tells us that a business is different from the owner. In other words, there are 2 persons in every business. The owner of the business is a separate entity. Then the business itself you are running is also a separate entity. Now there are 2 people there. Because in law, Both of them are recognized as human beings who can sue and be sued. Now, in working with partnership accounts, separate these two things in your mind. There are some transactions in partnership that have nothing to do with the partners. And there are some transactions in partnership that deals with partners, the individual owners of the business, that does not concern the partnership. But you know that the partnership is what brings the two parties or three parties together to run under one environment. And their motive is to generate more money from their investment. So what it means is that the partnership will feed the partners, will be giving them money, and what the business goes, following the going concern concept, the business continues to stay forever and ever. Now, the two items I want you to have in mind whenever you are working with partnership accounts are the partnership and the partners. So these are the two items. The partnership is number one. Items to have in mind. Then the partners is number two. Whenever you are working on partnership account, always have these two things in mind. The partnership is the business. Then the partners are the owners of the business. And they are separated entirely because in the operations of partnership account, they are treated independently. Even in their respective accounts, they are treated separately. Now, whatever that regards or that comes to partnership, I want you to see it as a general item. Anything that comes to partnership or that regards to partnership shall be seen as a general item. General item. Whenever you are solving question in partnership and you see something that concerns the partnership, that's the business as a whole, that should be regarded as general item. Then, when you see an information or a transaction which is directly affecting the partners, should be regarded as a specific item. This will help you a lot to know how to record transactions in partnership accounts, because all these things are covered under one platform, which is partnership account. Now, two people are involved here. The owners of the business is a separate entity. The business is also a separate entity. Now, I have separated them for you right now. So anything I have to do with the business as a whole in general format, I say you should take it to be the general item. Call it a general item. Then anything that have to do with the partners individually, we'll call it a specific item. I want to give you an example of what I mean. Let's say we have salaries. They will have salary to John. Now look at these two words. We have salaries, we have salary to John. If you look at these two items, you verify that the first salary here is not a specific item. When you say salary, you are being generous. The information it doesn't have direction. So we regard it as a general item. We regard this as a general item because we say salaries. Look at the second one. Second one say the salaries to John. You see, this will have direction. That this salaries is paid to John. Maybe John is one of the partners. That's why I told you that any information or any transaction that deals with the partnership as a whole, that's the business as a whole, should be called a general item. So these salaries, since it is not directed to anybody, then I'm taking it to be a general item. So this is a general item. Then this is directed to John particularly, so this becomes a specific item. And in partnership, general items have their own account separate, and specific items have their own account separate. What I'm trying to demarcate this in your mind is for you to be able to know how to make your postings and where to make your postings. So when a partnership pays salary to the employees, that is general item. They are paying to the employees. But when a partner, one of the partners receives salary, it becomes a specific item. Now, I'm going to put more meaning to what I'm saying now by the time we know the components or the financial transaction, financial account books or accounting entries which is involved in partnership. I'm going to introduce you now to all the accounting entries that will affect what I'm trying to say. I'm not teaching final account as the first topic. The first topic here is admission of a new partner. That is the first topic after general introduction. I'm trying to conclude my introduction because we don't have much here. This is full-time calculation under intermediate accounting. So you need to start learning the rules and regulations and the principles guiding partnership accounts and how to make the postings. The first thing I have told you that will help you a lot in understanding any topic in partnership is separating general items from specific items. In partnership, there is what we call profit or loss account, which you know is one of the financial statements, profit or loss. If you are preparing profit or loss, general profit or loss, because in partnership account, there are two types of profit or loss account you prepare. Number one is the general profit or loss. In that general profit or loss, there is nothing that concerns the individual partners in that account. So whatever they have to do with the business as a whole should be recorded in the general profit or loss. Then another side of profit or loss we have in partnership is profit or loss appropriation. Profit or loss appropriation. Profit or loss appropriation is where you record all the transactions that affect the partners individually, whatever they have to do with personal something, individual something in partnership, something that is directed to the owners of the partnership should be recorded in the profit or loss appropriation account. This is where they will distribute their profit. This is where they will distribute their personal resources. At the end, they will share profit or loss. So anything have to do with personal whatever in partnership is expected to reflect in the profit or loss appropriation account. Then whatever have to do with the business as a whole generally, then we'll go to the general profit or loss. Just like when you normally prepare your normal trading profit or loss account for a sole trader. The same thing that happened in sole trading profit or loss will still happen under the general profit or loss. So that is why the both accounts are related. Students doesn't find it so difficult handling the issue of final account of partnership. But there are little difficulties when it comes to profit or loss appropriation because those two things will make the thing look a bit complicated. But in this video package, we are splitting everything in a way that even a layman can understand what we are teaching you. This is partnership account. So take your time to be learning the rules and regulations and the separations I'm doing in this course. So there are two aspects of profit or loss account which we will prepare under partnership. Number one is the general profit or loss, which is just the same thing with what you know in the general sole trading profit or loss for one man business. The same thing. Make sure that any item there is not directed to any partner. Then you are good to go under general profit or loss. Then the other side of profit or loss, which is the continuation of the general profit or loss. Because when you prepare this general profit or loss, you will get your net profit. You will get net profit. When you get the net profit, this net profit will be transferred to the profit or loss appropriation account. Then after transferring it here, you now set off all the appropriations, all the items that affect the partners individually, positively and negatively. After adjusting all those items positively and negatively, you will still get another profit. So this profit we are going to get here now is what we're going to call the appropriation profit or after appropriation profit. This is the profit that the partners will share individually. So what it means is that you must prepare the general profit or loss first. After preparing that, before you now prepare the profit or loss appropriation, because the balancing figure here, the net profit you got from this place, should be transferred to this account. Then you now set off all the items that affect the partners individually, and you still get another profit. That profit you get will now, the partners will now share the profits according to their profit sharing ratio. So that is how it is done. So partnership is where two or more persons comes together to exploit a particular business, and the maximum is 20, the minimum is 2 to run a business. And always have in mind about your business entity concept, separating the owner from the business. The owners are called the partners. Then the business is called the partnership. When you separate these two things, it will be easier for you to understand this topic. So this will take us to the second lesson, which is called the admission of a new partner. When a new partner is about to be admitted.